Welcome back, friends. We are so excited to welcome back Trey Allgaier, the owner of Point Performing Arts, along with Kyle Martin and Audrey Rice of Dynamic Edge Martial Arts. Now, Trey, you joined us a few months ago.
Yes.
And for our viewers that maybe didn't tune in or first-time viewers, could you tell them a little bit about your business, Point Performing Arts?
Yeah, we're a dance studio here in town, and we also have a nonprofit called Superstars of Point, and we really enjoy what Dynamic Edge Martial Arts does, and we're thinking about self-defense classes and how we make that happen. So.
Okay, but quickly, give us a recap, because the kids were here dancing for us.
Yes.
How did it go? Was it an amazing success? How was the whole performance?
It was so much fun. Yeah, the kids did great. They did amazing, and it went really well.
Love that.
Our viewers loved it too, by the way. Just seeing them, it was so much fun.
Oh yeah, they're so cute.
Bring smiles to everyone. Now, like you mentioned, you guys have an awesome collaboration going on with Dynamic Edge coming up this weekend. Now, Kyle and Audrey, Kyle, you're the owner. Tell us a little bit about Dynamic Edge and all the programs that you offer, and then we'll get into the collaboration with you and Point Performing Arts.
So at our studio, we really strive to help kids better themselves and build the confidence to defend themselves, as well as kind of building a community both for the kids and the families. One of the biggest indicators of a kid's mental health is having a place that's away from home that they feel like home. So that's really one thing we strive to do every time when we're on the mats training, as well as just kind of push them to be better every day. So.
I'm curious, when you say martial arts, is that, me, in my day, I took karate. Is it karate, or what type of martial arts do you teach?
So the type of martial art we do is called Kempo. The easiest way to kind of describe it would be if you take kind of the hard style of Japanese karate, mix it with Kung Fu. So it has the strength of the linear motion of karate as well as the circular motion of Kung Fu.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Thanh you for that. Informative.
That's why we put karate on the door, because if we put Kempo, people would ask us what kind of sushi we sell.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like, well, you're going to have to fight for it. Okay, so this weekend, this Sunday, August 13th, you are teaming up together to offer free self-defense classes from 2 p.m. to 2:45 for kids aged, is it?
Starting at, I think we do 5, 6.
5 or 6, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think it's in that range.
Yeah.
And then you have another class offered for older
kids.
Okay,
yes.
and about 30 kids per class.
Yes, yeah.
All free, taking place at Dynamic Edge or at
Point Performing Arts. Yeah.
Okay, how did this collaboration come to be? I love it because
we have several kiddos from the dance studio that actually take there, and they always talk so highly about them. And so we were like, hey, this sounds like a great idea to partner up with them.
So when you're coming up with this, I'll be honest with you, when I heard self-defense for kids, I've never even thought of that. You think about adults taking self-defense classes. Where did the idea come up for kids needing to have like a proper knowledge of self-defense if something should happen? Honestly, I was kind of bullied on the playground as a kid. That might have been some good knowledge I could have had. How did that come about?
We were just thinking about, we have our Superstars program too with kids with disabilities, which are also, they're welcome in these classes as well. And we were thinking, they don't have a lot of knowledge about how to defend themselves, as does all other kids too. They don't have any knowledge about it either. And we were like, it'd be so important for them to have this just in their back pocket to use.
Mm-hmm. I remember taking a free self-defense class in Girl Scouts, which I thought was so useful. And I know that you offer self-defense classes at Dynamic Edge as well as women's self-defense. But Audrey, you are the executive instructor, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell us maybe, and we'll see a demonstration after this, but can you kind of walk us through what the kids will be learning on Sunday?
Yeah, so they'll be learning a lot about kind of stranger danger, what to look out for, kind of what happens if somebody grabs your wrist, what to do afterwards, kind of, and what happens if somebody grabs you, things like that. So
And is it true, Audrey, too? I mean, what I learned from Karate Kid is it's not about striking first. It's about defense. You're not teaching these kids to go out and fight people. It's really about protecting yourself and the defense of if somebody should grab you. It's not about,
Absolutely.
picking fights.
Absolutely. You are correct about that.
How do you teach the kids to know the difference?
So really it's if they feel scared. So that's something I tell all the kids of where if you feel scared, that's when you're allowed to use your self-defense. Not if your friend makes you mad or not if mom makes you eat vegetables, right?
You don't want that at the dinner table. Oh, I love that. And so this is going to be offered for free this Sunday. And then where can people, if they're just tuning in, where can they get that information if they just caught the tail end of that free classes self-defense kids?
They can call our phone number at 417-885-8010, or I'm sure they can call.
You can call us at 417-889-8900.
And you, by the way, too, with the martial arts, you do all ages at your dojo? Kids through adults?
Pretty much from 4 and up.
4 and up.
and
Wow,
up, okay.
4.
My little 4-year-old went over there and did the class and stuff. Yeah.
We do a test with the 4-year-olds
Yeah.
just to kind of see how the focus is. We like to make sure they're still learning the martial arts, not daycare, but
I was gonna say the focus in little kids, you forget how it's just like, okay, I'm here, and then I'm over there, and then I'm over there. So that's got to be a difficult part of the job, is getting them focused.
it's really the point from the ages 4 to 6 is to teach them how to focus. So you rile them up, they have some fun, and then you pull them back down, rile them up, pull them back down, and just
Okay.
teach them how to understand that it's their body, they can control it.
Okay.
True or false, quickly, when you walk into the dojo, is it true that everybody was kung fu fighting?
Every time.
Okay, just checking. All right, guys, we'll be back with the self-defense demonstration with Dynamic Edge Martial Arts right after this. Maybe we'll get involved.
There we go.
I just like, yeah.